kick this one away, and off it goes. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The offense for the Jets ready to take over. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got a man complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this offense.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's caught by the tight end, Bryant. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. They'll run with Allen. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Back to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now a carry for Allen. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Jeremy Ruckert from 4 yards out. And the Jets will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 5. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And all of that was capped off by a Jeremy Ruckert touchdown catch. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. Going right side here, and that's complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd and 1.
Got his man, it's Warren.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Okay, BG, thanks very much. The playoffs are underway. What a weekend this is going to be. Super Wild Card Weekend. This, the first of 6 games set to be played. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's remind everybody what's coming up tomorrow in the AFC. We've got the 3-6 game, as it'll be the Denver Broncos squaring off with the Las Vegas Raiders.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this throw will be intercepted.
Picked by Cameron Bynum.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown. And this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 2nd down now, it's Allen. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
On the run, it's Warren.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. The throw over the middle taken in. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
On 2nd down, it's Allen, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts 40. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Up the middle they go. Allen. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They keep it on the ground. Allen again. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Still 3rd down.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a 1st. This is 3rd down.
In motion right, that's Wilson.
That is caught. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a jet was shaken up on that one.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
Garrett Wilson
from 8 yards out.
And the Jets have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Indianapolis offense ready to go again.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Again, it's Taylor.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. He'll drop this down to Taylor. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 6.
Yeah, that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Warren.
And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Shreds the tackle. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor,
his second touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Colts answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
So out now come the Jets. And what a pressure spot for both sides, really. But they're at home now. They have the football here in the playoffs, sort of controlling their own destiny.
It's a spot they've all dreamed of. This is where you want to be. Home, have the ball, a chance to win the game, control your own destiny, as you noted. But here's the thing. Don't let the crowd get too involved if you're this team now. You've got to make sure you let them carry you, but not cause you to do things out of what you're supposed to do, right? Take you away from focusing and concentrating on the game.
Because sometimes you get so amped from the crowd that can carry you into spots you don't want to be. Is that what you're saying?
From experience, sometimes that crowd gets so involved in it and you get involved with them that you end up making plays or trying to do things that maybe you shouldn't have done.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Slot man moves right.
Now a run with Warren. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Warren. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A little costly there. You wipe out the first down. You also move further back.
No doubt about it. So you went from moving the sticks to them staying in the same spot, except for that one guy carrying the yard marker. He moves back farther.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now we've got a stoppage for an injured player, and that appears to be Garrett Wilson, who is shaken up on the play.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff up the middle. Allen, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
On play action, they'll throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 15-yard line.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Up the middle they go. It's Warren. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Second and 7.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Now back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jets have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And gives them a 3-point lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Yeah, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll drop to throw. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a 1-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
They hand off to their big tight end.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Now a handoff up the middle. Warren. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
66 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
8 yards there on a first down.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The slot man in motion right.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. 30 yards.
And the Jets will add to their fourth quarter lead. Now that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that can win the game for us.
Extra point right down the middle, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field.
If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
He'll look to throw.
That's going to be taken in by Downs. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
It's a gain of 34.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
That's complete to Pierce.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
What it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
They'll look to throw again.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Here we go. 1st and goal.
Slot man moves right.
Now here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give to Taylor.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Here's 2nd and 8. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
And he returns this to the 22.
And New York set to take the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
During that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Now run straight ahead with Warren.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
A handoff for Warren. And he will have a Jets first down, and that should just about do it. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
Hey, yo, fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down. Look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need cheese, cash app, been more PayPal. Turned up to the max, I'm finna break down. Flow water, big trip, boy, this a gray cloud. Highlights, ball is life, my whole take wow. Big boss, hella chicken, I feel like Rick Ross. Why you going so damn hard? They got me off. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If hit boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury. Luxury. Ha, these luxury. Ha, luxury. Ha, ha, they can't with me. Slow it. I ain't finna stop till they make the rap blow it. Shout out, yeah, she was with me at my lowest. Best baby daddy in the world, and you know it. I thought that I was done, he said hop back in. Made it to the league, this is not Pac-10. Headline set, that's a big back end. Let the beat drop, bring that back in. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Ay, these no can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If hit boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury. Just give me that boom, boom, boom. Just give me that boom, boom. Just give me that boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. I don't care what you got. Just give me that boom, boom, boom. Just give me that boom, boom. Just give me that boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. I don't care what you got. Just give me that. Stand to attention. I come to mention. Now we're gonna take you in a different direction. That's the way we rock and make them move them body. We got those over there asking for selfies. This time I got to say no. Don't try to pull down my bandana. Can't let you ruin my shoe. Then I hear them say, turn around, shoot it. Turn around, shoot it. Shoot it, turn around, shoot it. Not turn around. I got, just give me that. Just give me that. Just give me that. Give me that. Just give me that. I don't care what you got. Just give me that. Just give me that. Just give me that. Give me that. Just give me that. I don't care what you got. Just give me that. All in all, this place is crawling. Y'all them a move on the body, them balling. Electricity just a light up the place. With the boom boom boom, up the place. We got the vibes and the vibes is good, good. You know we're rocking in the dark neighborhood, hood. You know the trend are gonna bring it like we should. Can I hear them say? Turn around, stupid. Turn around, stupid. Turn around, stupid. Stupid, turn around, stupid. Now turn around. I don't care what you got, just give me that. Just give me that. Just give me that. Give me that. Just give me that. I don't care what you got, just give me that. Just give me that. Just give me that. Give me that. Just give me that. I don't care what you got, just give me that. Just give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Just give me that. Change up the gruesome. Now switch back to that. I don't care what you got, just give me that. Just give me that. Just give me that. Give me that. Just give me that. I don't care what you got, just give me that. Just give me that. Just give me that. Give me that. Just give me that. I don't care what you got, just give me that. Just give me that. Just give me that. Come on, just give me that. Give me that.
I want you to win this.
I ain't seen real problems since seen nothing. I ain't seen real. I ain't seen real problems since stripping off grades. I just be making up different reasons for my nieces. From my way I pick enough to keep it up, but ain't no thing straight. Cause ain't no reason for this money to stay. Like what you want? What you want? I got Jesus giving money, what you want? I've been sitting and pitching this for a reason to cry. So I'ma say I love you, but keep a look on my eye. Cause I can never really want you unless it's money or pride. So when I say I really love you, boy, just know it's a lie. Like I ain't mean it. I ain't mean it. I just need another reason for a sequence.
Another bag, another season, another description, another feeling. Boy, God, I gave him a lot, but I keep.
Homie got a pump cause he got